A string of new abortion bans, some bills signed into state law, don't make exceptions for rape and incest, and they're causing controversy across the country. And that is prompting some female lawmakers to now share their own stories.
Even the president is weighing in on Twitter, saying, quote, "I am strongly pro-life with the three exceptions: rape, incest, and protecting the life of the mother." 9 on your side's Mariar Carbone reveals how two local women on both sides of this debate had to make one of the most important decisions of their lives.
I spoke to two different women, one who chose to terminate her pregnancy and one who did not. Now, they both tell me they were fearful during their pregnancies, and while they made different decisions, the latest laws now have them questioning what the future is when it comes to abortion. Two women, two stories, and both start here.
It was like the most amazing moment, and it was quickly coupled with, and there's something really significantly wrong with her heart.
I went in for that ultrasound. I was told that the baby likely had triploidy, which is a fatal genetic condition.
The news devastating, but then came a choice: what to do next.
I knew at that point that I wanted to terminate the pregnancy.
We don't believe that we're the givers or the takers of life.
Those two women made different choices, choices women face every day, and ones that are drawing fierce debate as some states work to implement stricter abortion laws. So far this year, several states, including Ohio, Kentucky, Georgia, and Mississippi, have passed fetal heartbeat bills, banning abortion once the baby has a detectable heartbeat. In Missouri, lawmakers signed an 8-week ban, and Alabama now has the strictest law yet, making nearly all abortions felonies.
And it's really the first time in my life that I've felt not at home here.
Ohio's latest bill would have impacted Chelsea.
Even though my baby had a heartbeat, it was not a viable pregnancy. In those situations, women's lives are at risk.
She herself was at risk for preeclampsia, high blood pressure, and even cancer. But the baby...
Her lungs look very underdeveloped, and that they would continue to not develop, and that if she were born, she would either be stillborn or suffocate to death in her first moments of life, which was not something that I was willing to do.
But Maria made a different decision, despite other people questioning it.
Like, why would you put your child through that suffering?
Her baby Vivian suffered from Turner syndrome, which affects development in females. Vivian lived for 59 days at Cincinnati Children's Hospital.
Vivian, I mean, she changed my life. And some people can say it seems like for the worse because you're burying your child, but I became who I was supposed to be because of her.
In her name, Maria launched Vivian's Victory, a nonprofit that has helped support 2,500 families facing similar challenges, proving to Maria every life has a purpose. It's a stance many anti-abortion supporters agree with, including Meg Whitman.
I think the landscape, and I think we can see in our country that America, the United States of America, is becoming more pro-life.
She's the executive director of Right to Life in Greater Cincinnati, a group opposed to all abortions under any conditions. The group, along with other anti-abortion supporters, want stricter laws to lead to a second look by the Supreme Court.
Obviously, Roe v. Wade is unsettled. Obviously, this is of national significance because the entire country is becoming severely divided over the life issue.
She's talking about overturning the 1973 ruling that protects a woman's right to have an abortion and instead give power back to the states. That's the center of the controversy.
It is incredibly frustrating and scary. And so when you see abortion ban after abortion ban, whether you're here in Ohio or in Alabama or Missouri, you know that the patients are on the line.
But supporters of abortion rights say the stricter laws won't change the fact that women will still need and seek abortions.
We want to and need to make that safe and legal here in the state. And if it's not, it absolutely creates more opportunities for people to do self-induced abortions, which leads to potential death.
Planned Parenthood and the ACLU have filed suit over Ohio's heartbeat bill. Kersha Dybel says the agency is prepared to take this to the Supreme Court if necessary. Still, for some who have lived through it, it's not about a battle of law.
It's hearts need to be changed. It's not that there need to be mandates on people of what they should and should not do.
We can't have politicians making those decisions.
It's about a real and honest discussion. Where that could lead to is still up for debate. And at this point, abortions are still legal, and these laws haven't gone into effect yet. It's also unclear when they will, as various challenges are expected to make their ways through the court system. In the newsroom, Marielle Carbone, 9 on your side.